Hello, it is 9 p.m. in Art. This time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines we have. Djibouti celebrates a World Biodiversity Day. For the international scene in Middle East, Arakshi meets with the head of the Pakistani army. Welcome to our newsroom. Messages of sympathy from the President of the Republic to his Chinese counterpart, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, expressed his support for his Chinese counterpart, Mr. Xi Jinping, whose country mourns approximately 100 victims following the explosions last night at a coal mine in the northern province of Shanxi. I urge you to extend my sincere condolence and solidarity to the families, relatives, and friends of the victims of this deadly accident, stated President Guelleh in the telegrams of condolence addressed to President Xi Jinping. The people and government of Djibouti also join me in expressing our sympathy to the friendly nation of China during these difficult times of tragedy. The head of state wrote in the same document, I also wish a speedy recovery to those injured in this accident, noted the President of the Republic, conveying his faith in the People's Republic of China's ability to quickly overcome the consequences of this tragedy. Al Baraka International School holds closing ceremony for the 2025-2026 academic year. Al Baraka International School organized a special ceremony this morning at LI Grand Hotel to mark the conclusions of the 2025-2026 academic year in the presence of members of the teachings and administrative staffs alongside the school partners and parents. Representatives from Tamini Insurance and Al Salam Center also attended the event, which took place in a festive atmosphere reflecting the spirit of cooperation and partnership supporting the educational process. The gathering served as an opportunity to celebrate the tremendous efforts made through the school years and to recognize the educational work carried out by teachers and administrators in providing a safe and stimulating learning environment aimed at developing students' academic, behavioral, and practical skills. Speakers during the ceremony highlighted the important role played by private educational institutions in supporting government efforts to improve the national education system through enhancing the quality of education, adopting modern teaching methods, and promoting disciplines, excellence, and creativity among young learners. Participants also praised the positive achievement made by Al Baraka International School during the past academic year, both in academic performance and in cultural and educational activities, stressing the school administration's commitment to continuing investment in educational competencies and providing the best learning conditions for students. In this context, the school administration reaffirmed its commitment to supporting national efforts aimed at advancing the education sectors and contributing effectively to preparing a conscious and qualified generation capable of serving the nations and participating in the country's development process. The event also featured the recognitions, segments, and exchanges of appreciations among members of educational community and the school partners amid praise. For his part, the Director General of Tamini Insurance, Mr. Zakaria Musa Hassan, expressed his pleasure in participating in supporting the educational process.
Speaking during the ceremony, the Director General of Tamini Assurance, Mr. Zakaria Musa Hassan, expressed his satisfaction in supporting the education sector, describing education as a fundamental pillar of the development of societies. He reaffirmed the company's commitment to social responsibility through initiatives aimed at supporting students and educational institutions. For his part, the company's marketing director highlighted Tamini Assurance's pride in contributing to educational activities and accompanying the efforts of parents and schools to improve the quality of education. He also noted that the company is working to provide insurance solutions that help promote a stable and motivating school environment. As a partner of Al Baraka International School, Tamini Assurance reiterated its commitment to strengthen its strategic partnership in the years ahead in support of educational success.
Now listen to the participant of this event.
This is our first year, so very pleased if it's the administration, the teachers, the principal, the curriculum. We switched from French curriculum to English curriculum, which was very easy transition, alhamdulillah. And my son had easily made friends. The assimilation was very easy for him. So the school, alhamdulillah, it was easy to find it, easy to enroll it, and so inshallah, hopefully next year also, if Allah wishes. So thank you very much for everyone and for the ceremony.
Djibouti celebrates the International Day for Biological Diversity. Djibouti celebrates the International Day for Biological Diversity on May 22, 2026 through the Ministry of Environment and Sustainable Development in the locality of Titilu, located at the heart of Mongoda in the Tajura region. Following instructions from the Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mohammed Ahmed Awali, a delegation led by the Secretary General of the Ministry, Din Abdullah Umar, traveled to Dijilu to take part in the celebrations. The event was also attended by the Prefect of the Tajura region, Mohammed Hamid Abbas, the Acting President of the Regional Council, Abdul Qadir Umar Abdul Qadir, and several stakeholders involved in biodiversity conservation, including Barak Goita Saeed. The celebration featured fruitful discussions on environmental issues and ecosystems conservation, while presentations contributed to raising public awareness about the critical importance of protecting biodiversity in the region. Participants paid special tribute to the local volunteers for their remarkable efforts in preserving biodiversity, particularly in protecting native plant species and the Djiboutian francolin bird. They praised their dedication and expertise in safeguarding regional biodiversity and encouraged them to continue their work. The event also highlighted the key role of local communities in protecting the environment and passing on sustainable practices to future generations. Following the ceremony, the official delegation conducted a field visit to review various projects implemented to protect and enhance biodiversity in the Ditilu Valley. The acting president of the regional council, Abdul Qadir Umar Abdul Qadir, stated that Djibouti, like countries around the world, celebrates the International Day for Biological Diversity, emphasizing that the choice of Ditilu this year was not accidental, as it forms part of the Mount Goda Massif, which includes the Dai Forest, the country's main water reserve and home to rich and unique biodiversity. For his part, the prefect of the region, Mohammed Hamid Abbas, explained that the celebrations represent an opportunity to reflect on the importance of forests, oceans, plants, animals, and microorganisms that form the basis of life on Earth. He stressed that the site is distinguished not only by its natural beauty, but also by its essential role in sustaining human life and maintaining ecological balance. He also warned against deforestation, pollution, and climate change, referring to a joint initiative launched with security authorities to combat illegal tree cutting for charcoal productions. For his part, Barak Goita Saeed highlighted the effort made by valley residents to preserve natural resources and protect the local ecosystems. He warned that this biodiversity is facing alarming degradations, requiring collective mobilization for its protections, and noted that the Ministry of Environment is working with its partners to reduce environmental deterioration, threatening both humanity's future and the national ecosystems. For his part, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Environment, Din Abdullah Umar, reaffirmed the importance of preserving ecosystems and biodiversity, describing Ditilu as a unique site within the Republic due to its environmental richness and praising residents for their exemplary commitment to nature conservation. He underlined the importance of biodiversity and this unique character of Ditilu, known for its breathtaking landscapes and exceptional natural wealth. He also urged residents to continue their outstanding effort and steadfast commitment to environmental protection. The celebration helped strengthen awareness among local communities about the importance of preserving biodiversity for future generations and supporting sustainable development initiatives, reflecting Djibouti's continued commitment to environmental protection and sustainable development. 20,000 books donated to Al Sabih Readers and Writers Association. A ceremony was held this morning at the headquarters of the Al Sabih Readers and Writers Association to receive generous donations of 20,000 books made possible through financial support from BCI Yamer. The event marked an important step in efforts aimed at promoting reading and literacy in the Al Sabih regions and improve access to knowledge within the community. Several prominent personalities attended the ceremony, including the Director General of the BCIMR, the Director General of Djibouti University Hospital, Dr. Omar Mahmoud, and the President of the Association, Hussein Omar. The books donated from France, thanks to the efforts of the organization, Books Without Borders will be distributed to schools, libraries, and associations throughout the regions to ensure that every child, even in remote areas, has access to books, as reading remains the foundations of learning. In his remarks, the president of the association has expressed deep gratitude to BCMF for its invaluable support, affirming that the donations would contribute significantly to the development of the association's activities and enhance access to books for young people, students, and reading enthusiasts. Participants praised the initiative as a reflection of the partners' commitment to reading cultures and the intellectual development of youth. The ceremony concluded in a cordial atmosphere featuring discussions among participants and a symbolic towers of the donated books. Tragic accident, road accident near Scotia leaves 1 dead and several injured. A serious road accident occurred yesterday evening on the road linking the capital to the Ali Sabih regions after a vehicle carrying 11 passengers, including 5 adults and 6 minors, veered off the road near the Scotia area. According to the preliminary information, the accident resulted in the death of 1 minor at the scene, while 1 adult sustained critical injuries and several other passengers suffered injuries of varying severity. Emergency teams and the relevant authorities quickly intervened to provide first aid before transporting the injured to nearby medical facilities for treatment and care. Authorities are continuing investigations to determine the exact circumstances and causes of the accident. Tajura Customs Brigade says that more than 8 tons of smuggled cat. The Customs Administrations of the Tajura region is continued its anti-smuggling campaign on May 2025, successfully seizing and destroying 8,541 kilograms of smuggled cat during an operation carried out in cooperation with the Army and the National Police on May 21. Individuals traveling in a vehicle attempt to cross the checkpoint at the Balho border crossing without complying with orders to stop. They also reportedly rammed the customs barriers in an attempt to run over security personnel assigned to the site. Customs and National Police officers managed to intercept the vehicles and arrest the suspect transporting the smuggled cat shipment. They were later referred to the investigation judge at the Djibouti court on charges related to fleeing a checkpoint and endangering the lives of state employees. African Union Commission chairperson discussed peace and security challenges with Gabon's president.
The African Union Commission, Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, held talks in Libreville with Gabonese President on the sidelines of the 17th annual retreat with African Union special envoys and high representatives. During the meeting, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf thanked Gabon for its hospitality and praised the country's commitment to dialogue, peace, and regional stability. Discussions focused on the security and humanitarian challenges facing the continent, as well as the need to strengthen African mechanisms for conflict prevention, mediation, and crisis management. Both officials also emphasized the strategic importance of the retreat in reinforcing preventative diplomacy and enhancing collective African responses to regional crises.
Diplomatic efforts and military trade intensified amid U.S. and Iran negotiations.
On the 85th day of the American-Israeli war against Iran, diplomatic efforts and military pressure continues to intensify as negotiations between Washington and Tehran enters a decisive phase. According to Axios, a possible breakthrough could emerge within the next 24 hours. Donald Trump reiterated that Iran would never be allowed to obtain nuclear weapons, while the Wall Street Journal reported that has not ruled out military strikes should negotiations fail, although diplomacy remains the preferred option. On the diplomatic front, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Arghashi has intensified regional consultations with several countries, including Pakistan, Qatar, Oman, Turkey, and Iraq, in an effort to prevent further escalation.
Texas sues WhatsApp and Meta over allegedly misleading data encryption practices. Listen for more details.
The Office of the Attorney General of the state of Texas has filed a lawsuit against WhatsApp and its parent company Meta Platforms, accusing them of misleading consumers regarding the security and effectiveness of the application's encryption system. According to the complaint, WhatsApp allegedly misrepresented the actual level of privacy offered to users, particularly concerning communications and the handling of personal data. Meta has rejected the allegations, maintaining that the application relies on end-to-end encryption designed to protect messages and calls. The case comes amid increased scrutiny of major technological companies in the United States, especially on issues related to transparency and data protection.
And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.